Right. Welcome to the Renaissance Exchange. We have Cora, owner of Social Anxiety. She's out here killing the competition with an amazing brand.
Thank you.
Introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is Shakora Williams from Brooklyn, New York. I'm from New York City as a whole, actually. New York raised me.
Okay. Okay, that's what's up. So, would you say that you are a fashion designer or stylist, entrepreneur, or all of the above?
I like to consider myself a custom creator,
Hmm.
um, a custom clothing designer.
That a custom clothing designer. That's
Yes,
unique. That's unique. I love that. I love that. So you said that you're from Brooklyn.
yes.
Okay, what part of Brooklyn you representing?
Best side.
Best style. Okay, okay. Okay. By the way, this queen is in my family, so she has great blood. Like she's destined for greatness, and it's always a pleasure to create dialogue with you, for sure. So when you say you're from Bed-Stuy, so how long did you stay there for? Like, did you grow up there for your whole life? Did you go
Actually,
boroughs?
but that's where most of my childhood memories are. That's where most of the depths of my childhood memories come from. I was born in a hospital in Manhattan, actually, but I don't think I ever lived in Manhattan. So I like to consider where my childhood was brought up as where I'm from. But I also grew up in Queens as well. That's why I claim New York City as a whole, because I lived in the Bronx too.
For sure. I know exactly what you mean. When I was young, I was all over the place, living in Brooklyn, to be exact, Prospect Park,
I
then
remember.
living in Far Rockaway, living in Hollis, Murdoch, Rockaway Boulevard, all of these different places and stuff. So I feel exactly what you're saying. So, what type of person are you? Like, how would you identify your personality?
I like to consider myself as a self-directed, spiritual, creative type of person that likes to stay to themselves.
Okay, okay. So you're more introverted.
Yes.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. So, do you like the party scene, or you like the nature scene, meditating scene, or just like being in the house chilling? Or what's your type
Well,
of scene?
I feel like it's a little bit diverse. Part of my personality likes the party scene, but I feel like that kind of was to mask the introverted parts of who I really am. So my soul actually likes the nature scenes, the beach, things of that aspect. But truthfully, I would just like to stay home now.
Mm. I feel you. I mean, there's a lot going on in the world and stuff. So I know a lot of people don't want to get exposure to outside or interacting with people and stuff like that. So I get that. So what do you like to do for fun? I heard potentially it could be going to the beach and exploring nature and stuff, but what's some of the things you like to do?
I really like to dance.
Okay.
Um, I like clothing projects. Like I like to take my old things and just recreate them.
Okay.
I like to self-teach psychology. I love to study psychology.
Ah, me too. Me too.
Yes.
For
I
sure.
like pictures. I like to do makeup. I'm into the beauty field too. It kind of blends with the creative side too. It's just overall, I know the opportunities are endless with the talents that I have, but
Okay.
I'm trying to keep it focused on one thing at a time because wanting to do so many things can become very overwhelming.
Preach, preach. I know exactly how that is. And that's something that I'm currently facing and learning how to pinpoint exactly what's my main focus point so I can move forward with that, accomplish, then move on to the next thing that I'm passionate about. Just so it's not really scattered and stuff like that. But I'm glad that you realize that you have all of these abilities, and then utilizing those abilities to profit, because you said you do makeup, right?
No, I like to do
You like
makeup
to.
for fun, and I have been profiting from it recently, but it wasn't something that I really thought to actually try to make a profit from. But yes, I actually have.
Mm, okay. Because what I was thinking about, remember we did that photo shoot, and
Mm-hmm.
y'all look so nice. Y'all had your makeup done, and then we were promoting your brand at the same time, and promoting Kiara's hair. So
Yes.
in that instant, it looks good. We got to shout her out at the end too. So in that moment, I just thought of this just now. When you're interacting with certain type of people that are purchasing your stuff, you could
Mm-hmm.
potentially, it could be like a trio collaboration where you tell them, okay, we want to put you on the website or put you on our social media page. Let's do a photo shoot, and let me do your makeup as well. So then
Right.
now they get to see that side of you. They get to really showcase the brand, and they get photography and stuff. And that right there is building the relationship with the clientele. That's could be a potential idea.
Actually, speaking of, Kiara, she made me her brand ambassador, and that's where the
Ooh,
makeup opportunity started to come from, because people saw me with the hair and they would ask me where I got it from, and I would direct them to her, and they would purchase from her, and then they would hire me for the install. So I would do the install for them. And yeah, that's money coming in right there. And then if it's if it's an occasion, they might potentially ask for the makeup as well. So that's definitely something that I have been considering.
that's what's up. That's what's up, man. We got to get it however we can, for sure, for sure. So another thing, like before we dive into social anxiety, like I feel like it's important for people to get an understanding of you as a person, because in society people place labels on individuals, like, oh, this person is an entrepreneur, this person is a CEO, and then now they're judging them or interacting with them based on what that role is, and not personalizing that person and stuff. So, and that's a part of psychology. So that's why we're diving into stuff we're going into. So what about music? What type of music do you like?
I like R&B music. I like R&B soul type of music.
Okay, who's some of your favorite artists?
Right now, but my all-time favorite artist is Chris Brown. That's always been my
I
favorite.
remember those days.
Yes. Janae Aiko, I love her music. Her, um, those are some of the top for right now.
I mean, Chris Brown, he's always going to, well, he is a legend. He's been making music since what, 16? What is he, in his 30s now?
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. And it seems like everything he puts out is a hit. So I know for
Very
sure
talented.
he's going in the Hall of Fame hands down. In terms of Janae, I love her as well because of her energy, like, and then her sexuality as well. Like, I feel like she's real exotic, at the same time in tune with the universal forces and healing and stuff like that. So I love that component of her. Yeah, she's super dope, super dope. So, what about
You
role
know your
models?
stuff.
What you said?
I said you seem to know your stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure. I love music. Like, I'm all about music and just the arts in general. And that's why I have conversations like this, because I consider you an artist, and it's just having these dialogues with different artists and listening to different sounds, whether it's the alto sax, whether it's flute, clarinet, drums, or watching people dance. I love that component, the humanities, for sure.
Yes.
So let's fast forward. Do you have any role models, or did you have any role models or people that you studied in the industry?
Actually, no. As far as my business, how my business came about, I didn't. This wasn't a path that I chose to go down.
Okay.
Right. Like, I mean, I have a few friends that were doing business that I supported that inspired me, but it didn't inspire me to go into business, into the same type of business that they were doing. It just inspired me that I knew that I could do something great.
Mm.
So I can definitely shout out those, female business owners that inspired me in those ways.
Okay. Who are they?
It's a girl who owns a business called A Million Creations.
8 million creations. Let me write this down. Show some love. Okay.
Yes, and also there's a business owner. Her business is called MC and Co. And she started her business out of Brooklyn too. So
Okay. That's
very
what's up. That's what's
inspiring.
up.
Business going up.
Say that again.
I said very inspiring, and their businesses are going up.
Yeah, make sure to like send me the information. We could send them this video and stuff like that. We could promote them as well.
Okay, got you.
Love. Definitely have to show love. So you said you got into this field because like you were hanging out with them and then you saw they were making power moves or you were
No,
watching them on
they
social media.
were inspiring just to see Black female from Brooklyn succeeding in the field. But how my business came about, I was always, they were making clothes for me, and then I tapped into it for myself. Like if someone else can do it, I know that I can do it too.
Um,
It was for saving money purposes. I would order patches and order blank shirts or things that I ordered already that I felt were plain that could use some remodeling. And I posted it one day online, and somebody was like, I'll buy one. And it wasn't anything that I was selling, it was for me to make for myself.
yeah.
So the next person said, like, oh, I'll buy one. So I ordered 2 patches. So I was like, I'm going to sell the first 2 instead of making it for myself.
Mm, wow. So I want to go back to that moment. So the spark came from these female Black entrepreneurs. They're making my clothing. I'm liking it. But then as just analyzing the clothing and exactly what they're doing, you realize I could do this shit myself. Yo, I could do this myself and I'm creative and let me just go make it happen. And you did the research in terms of what you wanted, which was the patches, and then you got it and then you posted it on social media and it got buzzed and you wasn't even intending to sell it. So once someone reached out saying like, yo, let me get one of those, you you saw that, you took the initiative and saw it as an opportunity and then
Mm-hmm.
started buying more and more different blank clothing and patches so you could sell.
Yes.
That's powerful. That's super dope. That's an entrepreneur spirit right there, for sure.
Yes.
For sure, for sure. So where did the name social anxiety come from?
Well, it's kind of a self-named type of brand. The people named it actually. They was tagging me saying, "Get your social anxiety gear," and what the people want, the people get. So social
Uh-huh.
anxiety gear.
Okay. So you said it relates to you.
Yes, because it was handpicked by me for me.
So let's touch base there. So and that goes to our beginning conversation and being more introverted.
Right.
So social anxiety is uh what do you feel it is a way to be more extroverted? Like it seems like it's connected because
I
it
agree.
connects to it connects to you as an introvert, but at the same time, a sense of balance and or maybe a longing to want to interact more socially.
Hmm.
It's exposed to social media and then you saw that it started to get some clout, then you ran with it, and now it's like a alter ego potentially.
In a way, yes, that makes sense. Yeah, it was definitely the rainbow colors of the patch. I don't know if you can see it clearly, but
Yeah.
you know, I felt like that related as well as the concept of the social anxiety. It's more so like I was going through a few experiences that had me kind of disgusted with people, and it kind of turned me more inward and had me more disconnected. So now I try to turn it to a positive, and I see it as exposure because it's bringing forth more people that relate to what I'm going through sometimes. So I get a lot of conversation out of those people about how it relates to them personally. And then I always send them uplifting things so that they can push through. I always tell them that they're not their mistakes. Hopefully, we can bring more awareness to it so that people don't look towards it as an awkwardness or standoffishness, just something that's more so personal.
That's powerful. So who would you say your target audience, target market is?
I think my target market is people that can relate, who go through the experience, because that's who's been coming forth generally. But yeah, I feel like the target audience is whomever it kind of reaches out to, whoever feels it, I feel like.
So with the colors, you said that also represents um, a specific type of people, and it's also an extension of yourself. So are you referring to the LGBTQ community?
Well, I feel like it's more so loud and expressive. I don't really feel like it fully gives off a rainbow type of aspect. It just depends on the perspective of the person because I have had male supporters that are not in the LGBT community. So I think just it being colorful was what I meant more so with it relating to me.
For sure. Because I'm supposed to get a hat. Like I know for sure, like that's supposed to be put in motion.
Yeah.
For sure. I need that, and I support your brand as well. But yeah, for sure. So I love the component of, all right, this is something that I'm going through, and I want to share it with the world. And as I share it with the world, I know individuals are going to be impacted by it in a positive way because they can relate. And a lot of their stories people resonate with.
Bless you.
Thank you. People resonate with it. At the same time, they may not have the confidence or the
Right.
skill set to talk about these things and stuff. So a powerful thing that you are doing is if someone supports your product, you reach out to them or they reach out to you, and you're
Right.
either have creating dialogue around their life, and also you're sending them positive affirmations as well.
Right.
Uh, that's dope. Oh, that's super dope. So in terms of the clothing, I see you have on a hoodie. And
Yeah.
then we just spoke about a hat. So what type of clothing and accessories are you selling?
As of right now, I like to consider it a urban streetwear type of brand. I like to keep it more casual and urban. Like I have a hat here, denim.
Fire. Okay, it's a little bright because of the sun.
Get that.
Show the hat again. Oh yeah, yeah, that's it right there. That's fire, and you can see the nuances of the colors too. Yeah, that's what's up. So you said urban wear, so any type of the dad caps, dad hats,
T-shirt.
hoodies,
I love.
t-shirts. Okay, what about sweats?
You have full sweatsuits. But as I said earlier, I like to call myself a custom creative, designer. I want people to come to me and tell me they're looking for a fit, this color, and whatever it is, I'll go out and look for it personally, and I can put my patch on it. Anything can be made. It's endless amount of
Mm,
things can be made.
that's dope. So that's kind of like that custom styling. So you have the ability. So how does that process work for you then? So say somebody like for me, like okay, um, I need well, how much information do you need in order for you to find what they're looking for, or they tell you in particular, I want a full sweatsuit, or do they say something like, I'm going for this type of look, I'm going for like a business casual type of look, or I'm going for I'm going for a hood type of look. Like, do you need that type of information?
Yeah, like I would just say, yeah, I would just need what it is, the size, and the color. Not like, oh, I'm going on an interview and
Yeah.
I'm not that type of stylist. I wouldn't consider myself a stylist. But as far as my custom clothing, like if a female wants an off the shoulder type of top, I'll hand crop them if they want a crop top. I've been working with my sewing machine, so I'm getting more familiar with that so that I can really get more into customizing.
Mm, okay. Okay. So what are some of the things that you're good at so far? So you said like a crop top,
Hmm.
V-necks. You could create V-necks, all of that.
I did a V-neck already. Um, Distress. I'm looking into because I want to keep it urban.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, so far the sweatsuits, denim, distress hats, regular hats.
Okay.
I'm looking to do multi-patch items as well.
Okay. Okay. So how do you get into your creative process? Like, I'm curious, and I'm sure the world is curious on like being able to tap into that energy because it's not, I don't feel like it's just something you could do without any type of motivation or something like that. Like, how do you get into that space? Like, do you meditate, smoke, drink, have a conversation with yourself? Like, what does that process look like for you?
Well, to be completely honest with you, the motivation is when, once the person submits their deposit, I'm fully motivated to complete their order.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
that's hilarious.
to move forward, I put on the music, here and there. I mean, for me, the smoking doesn't get me into my creative. That's something that I would have to do after. But to get me there, I'm just by myself, music on, and I'm hand sewing with love, making sure everything is safe and secure.
Wow, that's beautiful. Like just that word. Well, it's more than a word, it's actually its own entity. And you said love. So you feel like it's important to approach every clothing, every design working with love.
Yes,
Why is that important?
because I want people to feel the whole transaction. I want people to feel it when we're having the conversation while they're placing their order, through the delivery. I've went through great lengths to make sure people got in orders before sending Ubers from Long Island to Brooklyn.
Mm,
Every transaction is felt like I'm in the process of creating my website, and I want them to feel it as soon as they come to the website, to feel like they have someone, to feel comfortable.
uh, wow, that's beautiful. Like I felt that it was chill inducing, so I appreciate you sharing that for sure. So yeah, we're putting emphasis on the interpersonal component and stuff like that. What about some of the roadblocks? Like what I know I heard something about transportation in terms of Long Island to Brooklyn. And so,
Yeah.
what are some of your roadblocks, and how did you overcome it?
For starters, trying to get out of the mindset of the fact that I didn't want to make clothes for other people and that I wanted to make clothes for myself. Once I pushed past that, another roadblock was time. Trying to, people when they shop online or when they shop with people because it's skeptical and the internet and scams go on, they harass you and they want their stuff quick. And at first I thought of it as a positive, like, wow, so many people want what I have and they want it now. But it kind of pushed me to make sure I'm working within a timely manner. But that was something that I had to push through because it became overwhelming with a lot of people asking or, rushing you for stuff.
Okay, and I can see that because it's just you working on the designs. So
Yes.
you have to be real intimate with time. You have to make sure you're communicating with that client to know exactly what they need. And then you may have multiple orders at one time. So
Right.
having conversations and having to design it, that's a lot of work. Have you ever thought about collaborating or hiring someone to do that for you?
Yes, I thought about it because there's also keeping up with the Instagram page every day and making sure content is being posted and then taking on more orders if I can to keep things going and keep buying inventory and just because they're sorry to go back, but there was another obstacle as far as orders coming in too fast and then me running out of patches.
Mm,
Whew. Yeah, that one was I learned from that one quick to make sure. And that's how I knew that the business was going to grow because I ran out. So I knew I had to get more.
so when that happened, what did you do?
Um, I guess we're going to be real with the people. I told them that, the patches were delayed due to COVID
Hmm.
because that was kind of true. Like, based on where they're coming from and whatever. I don't want to disclose all that information, but
Yeah,
there was a delay on imports and stuff like that. So, but the people were patient enough to still wait. So I could appreciate that. But
those are loyal customers, and you have to be candid with them. You have to let them know, okay, this one is out of stock right now, and that stuff that's on all websites. It's out of stock, but we expect a shipment to be in by this date. So as long as that's communicated, then if they're a loyal customer, they'll wait. And as you saw, that worked out in your favor. So it's all about
yeah,
communication for sure.
definitely learned that along the way, and to just tell people. Because once you tell people it's a wait, there's still people that will be like, "I'm still with it. Forget the wait."
Exactly. Exactly. So marketing wise, I hear that you are promoting on social media. Like, are you utilizing Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn? What are you using?
I utilize Instagram and Facebook. Also, I have a few live models. I have a few teen ambassadors as well. That's been helping me out a lot, actually.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. And word of mouth,
Yes, definitely word of mouth.
and that's good. That's definitely good because right now we in this technology era, so everyone's on social media. Everybody's on their phone, laptops, tablets, whatever it may be. So making sure that you have your brand and all these different social media pages is gonna be imperative. Right now TikTok is booming, so I
Mhm.
gotta start studying that more and stuff because the younger generation, that's their main source of social media engagement and stuff. So expanded to that realm is important for a business owner for sure.
Yes, and that just goes back to what you were saying about if I would hire someone to help me because, yeah, I know that I would need someone because just getting that exposure social media wise alone and running everything by myself is a lot.
Trust me, I'm going through it as we speak, and I actually took a break from social media to be able to reconfigure out the model of different businesses and stuff like that. Hulk
Mm-hmm.
Renaissance, to be exact. That's why I haven't been posting anything at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost gonna be a month, and that's something that like feels. Well, at first I felt like, damn, I'm neglecting all of these artists. I feel incompetent, but at the same time, I have to go through this process because it's only me.
Right.
So in order for it to sustain for a long amount of time, I have to be able to plan out exactly what it's gonna look like in a year, what it's gonna look like in 2 years, and how am I gonna engage everybody on a weekly, on a daily basis and stuff like that. So it's important for me to take this minor setback for a major comeback, you know. So I'm willing to do or make sacrifices like that. And if people are on board, they're on board. If not, it's all love for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you're a part of that too. You're a part of Hulk Renaissance for
I'm
sure.
very much thankful to be a part of the team. It's dope so far.
Yeah. Much love. So, your favorite product, what would that be? Like, is it a hat? Is it that sweater you got on? What's your favorite?
Um, my favorite product has to be a crop top that I made. Actually, it might be this one.
Oh, that's tie dye, gray and white.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
thank you.
yeah, that's super fun. Is that for sale for people?
It's for a limited edition sale.
Mm,
Yeah.
okay, okay. So people go out and she'll be on that social media page promoting limited edition gear, all that type of stuff. So stay tuned for that. So if you could collaborate with anybody, any type of brand or person, who would it be? Or what would it be?
Mm, I never really thought about that, but if I could, I would probably say, hmm, who would I want to collab with? I don't know. I was gonna say my first thought was to say Polo, but my second thought was to say it would be a black owned brand, and I really want to go with that. And I don't know what black owned brand yet, but I would want to collab with another black owned brand.
Okay. Yeah, I feel
Um,
like that's important, just for what you stand for and supporting our community at the same time. So being able to collaborate with our own, that right there is keeping money within the community, supporting another black owner, and then just that collaboration in itself is increasing positivity, increasing opportunities,
yeah.
and showcasing that we actually can come together. So that's super powerful for sure. We'll have to have a follow-up engagement so you can
Mhm.
figure out who that brand would be so we could give them a shout out.
It would definitely be a brand that paints. I would want to collab with an artist, someone who hand paints. I think that would be dope with the simplicity of the things that I create because I like to keep it that way. So an artist adding paint to it, I feel like would be beautiful. I mean, I hand paint certain custom things too, but I know that I'm a beginner right now. So I would collab with someone that's more advanced.
Okay. Okay. So in terms of your patches, do you just have the social anxiety one? Do you have different types?
For right now, this is the one with the buzz. Yes, I'm able to get patches of all different concepts, sizes, colors, and ideas. But it wasn't something that was bringing more success to my brand, and I had to kind of limit it to what the people wanted.
That's powerful. That's extremely powerful because you know exactly what's the commodity. So you're able to eliminate all of the stuff that isn't bringing in any type of income. So that's a great understanding and consciousness as a business owner.
It's still an option for those custom inquiries that I won't let go of, because I know everybody doesn't like the same things, and there is people that come to me and ask, like I've had someone ask me if they could have the same words but with all black letters,
Mm.
and it's something that I want to fulfill for people. As of right now, I cannot, but I will find a way.
Mm. Wow. Wow. That's so important. Well, I feel like that's a great asset that people can have their need met regardless of what it is. You're willing to put the energy into figuring that out and fulfilling their desire. So that's what's gonna take it to the top for sure. For sure. So where do you see yourself within 5 years?
Within 5 years, I definitely see myself bringing in lots of revenue through my website. I definitely would have my assistant in play by then, and I definitely feel like I could be in a storefront within that time frame as well.
Oh, wow.
Um, and I definitely would see that my brand will be expanded 10 times more than where it's at right now, because I look to bring 10 times more different types of products into what I already have.
Mm. So what about 10 years?
In 10 years,
Yes.
in 10 years, I'll probably have more than one shop into play. And I look
Mm.
a shop set up in my home with all the things that I need to continue to expand and deliver all types of different clothing for people.
Wow. Wow. So multiple shops, being able to access your inventory from your home.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's
And
pop.
create from home. Because that's kind of how I started too. Like I bought a printing press, but that's something that I wanna build on having the things that I need to continue to create and expand on my creativity, because hand sewing, you could create a new type of patch or design with just a needle and a thread alone, but the way technology works, the more things that you get that can contribute to what you can produce, the better.
Mm. Working smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
Come see your Ruby Ribs for
So,
icons.
last one. I ask this to everybody that joins the Renaissance Exchange. If you can identify with the animal, what would it be and why?
Hmm. It's crazy because I just recently started to actually look into this question. So I could actually have an answer for you. Um, I have two that really resonate with me, so that I feel like is would be an owl and an elephant.
An owl and an elephant. Why? Those are unique.
Well, owls, as far as just the wisdom and old soul type of vibe, just you see owls by themselves.
Mm.
And elephants, it would be they're big, but they're still gentle, and that's like me. I feel like my vibe is gentle, but my heart is big.
Wow. Wow. That's so beautiful. So beautiful. I appreciate you just being here, taking time out to have this beautiful dialogue. Let the people know where they can find you, how they can purchase your clothing and accessories.
Well, you can contact me on my Instagram page. Is social anxiety gear. at Social Anxiety Gear on Instagram. Just hit me in a DM. You can hit me with any type of custom piece that you want, and I can bring it to life.
Okay.
Soon, we'll update it with the website link, but I can't even stop to work on the website because so many orders are continuously coming in, and I just have to keep going and try to find the time. But there will be a website coming soon by February 2021.
Hey, she said it, February 2021, for sure. Thank you again. You are a queen. Things are going to manifest for you in abundance.
I appreciate it.
A immense amount of prosperity and mental clarity, and just keep doing your thing. It's always love here.
Always love. I appreciate every talk we have, even off the cameras. It's always love, as you said. Thank you for having me. We can do this again whenever you please. And I know I'll be seeing you soon for that workout.
Absolutely. That's tomorrow. All right. One love. Peace and prosperity.
Take care.